You ready to get this going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Macho Movie Madness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Brandon. Alongside me always, Kenny, Andrew. What is up, guys?
Just
What's
ready
up,
to
man?
talk about this crazy movie, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is Warehouse B. And what is this number? 21?
22.
22. Okay. So I'm way off. Anyway, 22. And it is Nightbeast. And I know what you're thinking. You've never heard of this movie. Well, yeah, that's all I can say. It's I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words, guys. I've watched this movie last night, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. This has got to be. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. This has got to be the worst fucking movie I've ever seen.
Oh, man. You've not seen many bad ones.
This is one of the worst movies. This is 1980. This is. I might give Supergirl from 1985 or for whatever fucking. I might give Supergirl a little bit of credit.
It gets a pass.
Yeah, I might give it a pass after watching this movie.
Well, at least she was hot.
Whoa. Exactly. Okay. Science fiction horror movie Nightbeast 1982. This thing looks like it was pieced together like a 1982 music video on MTV. It was just like the editing, the cuts, the quick cuts and the different things going on from scene to scene, from cut to cut, makes it look like they were filming an MTV music video, but they kept the sound in and the music never came. You know, Duran Duran or whoever never came. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing ever.
I mean, look at that background on our deal. It looks like Thriller or something, like an outtake.
It does. It looks, it literally looks like something. And if when you watch this movie, this is at the beginning. When you watch this movie, the way it's edited and the way it's standing there and the smoke and all that, like it very much looks like a weird 80s music video.
The way they backlight the woods in those.
Yeah, like I'm waiting for Golden Earring to start playing somewhere. So I'll move this up here that everybody can see our faces a little bit better. Anyway, all right, you want to run down the plot of this thing? If you've got a plot, can you come up with a plot, Andrew?
So as best as I can figure, this alien was traveling across space, hit a meteor, crash lands on Earth, and is pissed about it because he's got no other motivation to be doing what he's doing. He's just pissed off. He's just a killer. He's just a killer, is all he is. Flesh eating, although you don't really see him eat anybody, but that's what I'm assuming. He's like this flesh eating alien, and he attacks the town of Perry Hill. And thank God for Sheriff Jack Cinder in this movie.
Oh yeah, thank God.
Save the town.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, thank
Brandon,
God for
you
him.
have a shot of that guy?
I can get one. Give me just a second.
We need one. He's actually, I can't think of the guy's actual name, but he's actually, if you've seen any Don Dohler movies, which I've seen one, and we might actually talk about it if you guys think this is the worst thing you've ever seen. That was Alien Factor. I think he plays the sheriff in that too, and I'm pretty sure he used the same costume from that movie to this movie.
He may have also starred in some X-rated movies if you're into that kind of stuff.
With that mustache?
Apparently my shit's going to be fucking up all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go now that I'm back again. I'm back.
You've got your action heroes like Schwarzenegger, like Stallone,
right,
and now you've got Sheriff Cinder. He's the man.
Is he though?
Look at that guy.
Is he really the man?
I'm sorry, man. That guy's not saving the day.
Look at this. Look at this shit though, for real.
And I have to say,
look at this. Come on. Look at that.
Hey, if you go back, it shows a picture of what the people look like when they get hit with the ray
Oh yeah,
gun.
yeah. That's what. Yeah, they get, and then they just disappear.
Yeah. So this
And-
alien at the beginning of the movie, he's got this ray gun, which you guys were talking about how much you love the sound effects from this
Oh my
ray
God.
gun.
Yeah.
Which the sound effects and the score were done by a young J.J. Abrams. This was his
Yeah.
first credit for anything. Was Nightbeast. But yeah, that the coolest part about the creature was probably the ray gun, and 20 minutes into the movie, they bring in the sharpshooter to shoot it out of his hand. And you want to do the sound effect for that, Brandon or Kenny? You want to what the ray gun actually sounded like?
Go right ahead.
I can't.
It was really funny, and he's like shooting it like fully automatic style too. It's great.
Yeah, it sounded like something out of a 1960s James Bond movie, but like worse.
Yeah, Moonraker or something.
Yeah, so look at this tagline. If you have the guts, he wants them. What? There's only like one scene where he pulls the guy's guts out.
Yeah,
but
he
he looks like
like.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing.
Just
like,
sit there like he's mixing it with his fingers, like just playing it.
yeah, he's just kind of doing this.
He probably couldn't see
the guy's
what
just
he was
like
doing through that Admiral Akbar looking mask he had on. It's a trap.
Look how terrible this creature looks, but he's out here using a damn laser gun most of the time. That's what throws me off. Like, this thing should be ripping everybody to shreds, everybody.
Yeah,
and he's just out there like
ray gun.
Yeah, he doesn't. It shouldn't need a ray gun, but he's got a ray gun, and he's just firing like he's just like maneuvering.
And it is cool whenever like even though it's the one where the African American actor, he takes his arm off, and then doesn't he pull off the mayor's head in this movie?
Yes,
I think so.
Yeah, when he does do that, those scenes are like they're laughable, but it's like it should have been more like that.
You don't pull it off fast. It's like a slow pull.
Rip. Yeah.
Okay, let's just start by doing. This is like a $14,000 budget movie. Right? Was it $14,000 is made on? Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. So I gave it a lot of shit, but it's a $14,000 movie. J.J. Abrams did a good job on the music. I think most of the music, as far as the sci-fi stuff, I thought was actually not that bad. It in a lot of places was better than some of the other shit we've watched here recently. But there was a few things that didn't line out quite. Like, the fist fight between Jamie and what's his name? Drago. It was like Final Fantasy adventure music. It was weird. And then, of course, the sex scene, which was already weird and laughable in itself, had the worst music I've ever heard.
It's all minor key. It's supposed to be romantic.
And it's all minor key.
Playing something that sounds like that sounds like it should be in a horror movie. And really, this scene, when you think about it, is kind of a horror scene, especially the way once they take their clothes off and they just stand there and look at each other.
Dude,
and the sheriff's looking at what's her name? Is it Lisa? And just the way he's eyeing her, I'm like, dude, this is a straight up horror scene.
It's creepy because they're like zooming in, and then like they keep going back and forth the same shots and just zooming in slowly, and it's showing them both kind of naked, and it's just like,
ooh, I like that shot. Ooh, I don't like that shot.
Let's keep this shot with her being naked like a little bit longer. Let's just do that. And it was bad, dude. It was really bad.
Yeah. Speaking of the fist fight, me and Kenny were talking about this on Messenger one day. At one point, the character of Jamie, who I think me and Brandon both said was probably the best actor in the movie and was actually kind of the actual hero of the movie. Him and Drago are fighting. I love the He-Man style punch he has at the screen.
Yes. Yeah. Well, how about those fists that Drago was throwing? Just real shitty, just this really bad side. I don't know, it was weird.
But at one point, they go rolling or something, and there's a wardrobe change in the middle of the scene. They go from wearing they wear completely different colored shirts,
Well, and I noticed that some of it was off color, like I think some of it I think they were different color, but I also think the scene was shot differently. I think it was old footage that wasn't restored properly. Because one looks very washed, like not washed up, but dark and gritty, and the other one's very clear and vibrant.
Yeah, Jamie's he's got this flannel button up.
Yeah.
And it almost looked like they tried to match it as close as they could with the one before.
Yeah.
It's a very noticeable change, but you may be right with the lighting and the coloring too. It could have swapped that.
Something's off with the coloring too, for sure.
Drago's shirt looks like it got changed also.
Yeah, it did.
Like,
yeah, it went from like a dark black to like a black to blue or something. I don't know. And what's the point of having Drago be another antagonist in this movie when you already got the Nightbeast?
Yeah,
you've already got you've got him strangling bitches.
You didn't even need his character in the film at all.
No.
I think it was just to pad the runtime, maybe.
Yeah, we've got enough issues. We don't need some psychopath who beats women in here choking everybody out. It was just the weirdest insert of
although he did lead to one of the best line deliveries in the entire movie, I thought, when he goes Sheriff Cinder, I bet you'd like to knock me off my bike. And Cinder, in his porno mustache and his Brillo pad hair, says, I don't want to hear it now, Drago. I'm in no mood for your crap. And the way he delivers that line, I rolled.
Well, and I don't what kind of threw me for a loop is Jamie. I mean, he's kind of the good guy, right? He's kind of like the hero of the movie somewhat, but he finds out that Drago just choked out and killed. He murdered his girlfriend his new squeeze by strangulation, and he goes and beats the living fuck out of him, but doesn't kill him or anything. He just leaves him there for whatever, and then Drago still comes back and tries to choke out the woman cop. Like, this is a problem. Why didn't you take care of this? Right. I don't know. It's just weird. And Jamie dying. What? Like,
the face there.
Yeah. What was that all about? You had the best actor of the movie, and he dies just like a bitch, like holding. He's like, get out of there. And he's like, no, I can't. And he just holds onto the wire and just gets fried.
The makeup effects in that scene made me laugh so hard.
Oh, dude. The dummy hitting the ground with the face. Yeah. I don't know, guys.
Sums up the movie, though. Like, what was the point of that? What's the point of the movie?
There were some other things in this movie that made me laugh. Like, whenever me and Brandon see a really bad explosion, we rate it on the AEW deathmatch scale. the lighters and sparklers, and when they fried the Nightbeast in that basement, and it looks like Roman candles or something going on.
Yeah, just sparklers going off on his feet.
That was really funny.
I mean, I guess I should commend them for making a movie on $14,000, but the effects of the Nightbeast, or like the makeup, wasn't that bad considering.
No. I think they should have went with a bigger actor and put bigger shoulder pads on him and stuff.
Probably so.
I mean, he just looks like a guy in a motorcycle, like Evel Knievel suit.
Yeah, it looked like it looked very. Yeah, it was too much. It was not good enough. Obviously, you're not going to have the best actors in the world, but some of that shit was bad. I don't know. You mentioned it. Leprechaun's very forgettable. This is not a forgettable movie.
No.
But
it leaves an impression on you.
It leaves an impression on me. But it's a bad one. It's a bad one. It's a bad one. If I had never watched this movie again, I'd be okay.
It's one of the worst.
I mean, so seen, period. It's 100.
Yeah, we lost Brandon again. That's what he has to say about Nightbeast. I'm out of here.
Yeah, he's out.
Was there anything else? You liked about the movie, Kenny?
No, I did like the. I thought the gore and like all the kills, and besides the ray gun kills were dumb.
Yeah,
that's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But
how can a ray gun evaporate a car, but not like shoot through a brick wall or a stone wall. That's great.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, what I don't understand is why you could fry somebody and evaporate them, and then the black charred outline of their body is laid perfectly down like a chalk line on the grass. Like that was the weirdest thing. Like, oh no.
Go ahead and finish your thought there, Kenny.
Yeah. No, I thought the gore, considering the budget, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like the guts, and obviously, you had when he's tearing the head off that guy, it was obviously a prop head, you could tell. But if you go back to that time, the late 70s and early 80s when they were making movies, like there wasn't that much better out there than that.
And for 14 grand.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, that to me, that's the most amazing thing about that movie was that they were able to do that with that kind of budget. Everything else is some of the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
What about you, Brandon? Pros?
Well, I mentioned the music. For the most part, I liked. I will hand it that one, especially that kill at the beginning with that dude on the porch and them ripping his guts out was pretty good. There was some decent effects in the movie for the budget, but in the day is just God, it's bad. It's like I commend them for trying, but
yeah, I like the scene. I like the banter between the mayor and Mary Jane, and I thought she played a drunk girl very convincingly.
Oh, for sure, she probably was drunk.
She probably was. Oh God, help me through this movie.
Yeah, for sure. I just need a payday.
She was probably thinking, I just want my paycheck, and
so I can get the hell out of here.
Are we getting paid for this again?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like so bad it's good like Samurai Cop to me. I think it's if you want to really see what we're talking about, I recommend watching it one time. Just if you like bad movies, just because you want to see how bad it is, sure. But more than likely you won't ever want to watch it again. I'm sure there's a cult following for it, but it's not something I'd ever watch again. It's definitely not as forgettable as a Leprechaun, but it's still worth not watching again for your sake.
You probably get a good chuckle out of it. So
yeah, you probably will get a little, but it's not like a Samurai Cop or a Deadly Prey level where you can go back and watch and just laugh and have fun all the time. So what's your guys' scores? Out of 5. What do you got? 5 out of 5. 5 being the best of Warehouse B. It's a Warehouse B scale.
Yeah, this isn't like Citizen Kane level, like on a Warehouse B scale.
Yeah, the Warehouse B scale.
When you watch a B movie.
So we gave Samurai Cop a 4.
Because it was entertaining.
Because it was entertaining and crazy, even though it was bad. Really bad. But it was so bad it was good. With Leprechaun, we gave it like a 2 because it was too forgettable.
It was just so middle of the road.
Yeah.
This isn't a forgettable movie because I will never forget how terrible this movie was.
Right.
So
but you can't give it
Leprechaun.
Kenny's like, and I'll never do Warehouse B again if you make me watch something like this.
No, I mean that's what we do. That's part of it. But
yeah.
So if you gave Leprechaun a 2, and it's forgettable,
I'm going to give this a 2 because, like Kenny said, you won't forget it. It's not good, but it did make me laugh, and I have watched it twice in the last month. I watched it again last night just for this review, and I still laughed the second time just as hard as I did. The first.
I can give it a 2 because, like you, like I can't. I laugh about it just thinking about it. Like it's that out of control, out of this world, insane. Movie. So
and it might not make sense. Yeah, I'll give it a 2. It makes no sense probably how we're rating them just because Leprechaun is a better all around movie than this movie. But it's scored low because it's not entertaining. It's just not. It doesn't strike your fancy. And this movie is more or less the same. It's just you don't forget it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just one of those things. It's just so bad. Honestly, I could probably go 1.5 because it's just that bad. It's that bad. But
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till we get to Alien Factor. If we do that, it will. When he had a budget of $3,500.
$3,500. Dude, I mean, that's a 2004 Impala. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm gonna sell my 05 Impala right now. And we'll make that shit. There's just no way that can be good. There's no way that can be good. What do we got coming up on Warehouse B next time? Have we planned on anything?
We really haven't discussed it, but I do got a few things I've been wanting to talk about, like maybe Leviathan with Peter Weller. Get back to something that's actually legitimately pretty good.
Yeah.
If you want to see that, and Lady Terminator, we've been wanting to talk about for a long time. It's kind of like
let's do those
Filipino or Indonesian made Terminator ripoff, and again, it's one of those that didn't really know what they were making, but it's another one that looks really fun.
You're talking about Leviathan. Like, there's a lot of good 80s horror, sci-fi horror movies that take place like in the underwater, like Deep Six. Have you guys ever seen that?
Deep Star 6, same year.
Yeah, awesome movie. That movie creeped me out.
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
Yeah. So yeah. It sounds like we probably all want to do Leviathan next.
Yeah, let's do Leviathan next. Yeah, that'd be good. I guess you say there's different tiers of B movies, and this is where Leprechaun's middle of the road. Something like I Come in Peace might be a little more upper tier or something like that, and then you got this who's lower tier.
Well, so
you got a grade on a scale, I guess.
Movies out there. Good.
And we've watched some movies I've never expected to. Well, I never planned on watching, and turned out to be a lot of fun. I mean, I don't think Extra's fun, but I mean, it's definitely not forgettable. It's definitely memorable. It's wild. But you think more like the Hands of Steel type movies, stuff like that I would have probably never watched otherwise, or Trancers and Trancers 2, and have a lot of fun with that shit. Yep. So that's some stuff that I'm thankful for, at least doing this, because that you'll get a few every now and then to just surprise the hell out of you and you have fun with. Well, I guess if there's no more things to say about Nightbeast, we've all gave it a star rating. It's just a laughable movie, but also something that I personally don't ever have any interest in watching again. I mean, I won't say I'll never watch it again, but probably not. It's I got my gut feel of it. I got my laugh out of it. So yeah, we got a couple things coming down the pike. We're gonna do Leviathan next with Peter Weller, right? That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that's what we'll do next time on Warehouse B. Until then, guys, we will see you later.
We're out of here.